Well, I had just stood in some dog muck and was picking it off with a twig I found on the ground around here, you know. I had just got it off the bottom of my boot when I looked up and saw two red eyes looking straight at me. Nearly went to brown trouser town then and there, I can tell you. It was then I noticed the size of the creature. It was somewhere between 8 and 12 foot long, I mean high. The whole of the body was covered in hair like a beejee. Its red eyes bore into me. I just stood there. At first I thought it might be a cow, but cows can't walk round trees. And then I noticed it. It was holding an Asda bag. And that's when it all got a bit silly. So I called the police.
Shoot on. Oh yeah, it's about 8:30. I was there decorating the wall, like you do, another one of my masterpieces. Thank you very much. And I heard the sound of the spray can being shook up. I turned around slowly, like, and I saw this huge monster of a man. First I thought it was some sort of lady man in a big fur coat. Or maybe that cow that got graffitied on earlier on. Walking about and that. Yeah, as if cows get on a bus, pay fare, receive change and travel to this part of the village. There are a few city cows around here, to be honest, but I didn't say that. Anyway, right, alright mate? Yeah, and yeah, I blinked, then I unblinked, then I blinked again, and the bloody thing disappeared. He, or she, whatever the bloody thing was, they disappeared. I looked down on the floor, I just seen this. Forgot its bus pass. I don't know what the bloody hell it was. I don't know if it needs a bus pass. I don't know what it was. I don't think it travels on buses. Cows don't. I do not condone the graffitiing of farm animals. I did once try to tag a chicken. The silly thing kept running about. That's why I avoided graffitiing on a cow. Do not graffiti on cows, any sort of farm animals. Big yourself up, Slipton's in the house. Mother flipper, Slipton crew, big up Slipton massive.
Don't mind me, I've got to be at Betty's in 20 minutes and there's marks all up and down the pan here. I was finishing off the last of Deirdre's handmade cutlery in the kitchen out there. I was hovering over the sink, all vulnerable, and I could just sense it. There was something there. Like that kid out of that film with Die Hard, the bloke with the bald head. What was that film?
A Sixth Sense.
That's the one. The pale kid. Tell you, wouldn't be proud if he'd seen what I was about to see. He'd have gone bloody see-through. Anyways, I turned around real slow and out of my peripherals, I could see this huge monster of a man. First I thought it was a cow, but it couldn't have been, no, because we're up here on the 4th floor, you see. He couldn't have got all those fire doors open. There's no many fingers. Anyways, in his huge hand, he was holding an Asda bag. And what looked like his bus pass. Bless his big heart. I blinked, and the next thing I know, it vanished. Front door swinging in the wind, like he'd never been there at all. How's a little old lady like Doris get shit marks all up and down the pan? She's only 4'2". There's your unsolved mystery right there. Oh, Doris, what have you eaten?
Well, it's a day I shall never forget. I jogged from the gym early in the morning on the 6th of February 2004. I arrived at the bus shelter on the east side of Slipton. I had my Sony Walkman on, which I usually take off before I cross the roads. I had my hood up. I turned it down as it obstructs my view. As I did this, on the other side of the road, I saw a huge, human-like figure. But was covered in hair. Some would describe it as BG-esque. It seemed to be holding a can of spray paint, waiting for the bus. For a moment, I forgot where I was and started to cross. I heard a screech of tyres as the mini metro skidded towards me. Next thing I knew, I woke up in hospital. Unable to move from the waist down. I will spend my days here, in this bed. Was that me?
I am Agent N. From February the 4th through to the 11th, the NSID, which stands for the Norfolk Special Investigation Department in Norfolk, began receiving reports regarding frequent sightings of a large beast-like entity roaming the streets of Slipton-on-Row in Norfolk. The NSID passed these reports on to us at the Alpha Agent Department. Myself and my Alpha agents took these reports very seriously and carried out a thorough investigation into these terrifying and troubling appearances of what has become known as the Beast. On the 11th of February, the sightings suddenly stopped. Through our investigations, we discovered that in fact what the good people of Slipton were seeing was the result of a 2-for-1 offer on ladies' fur coats at Debenhams in the town. The sale started on the 4th and ran through until the 11th of February. A bargain at $39.99 a piece. I discovered this as my wife had put 2 of these coats on my credit card. I was not amused, but I did not strike her. Thank you for your time, and please know the NSID are here to protect you. Be safe.